In a way, I would love my work to consist more of plumbing. But when I think about it, I'm not quite sure I could do it every single day of my life.
Right, so 800, so it's 1 meter 30. 1030.
Because as much as I love plumbing, woodwork is in my veins. That's what I studied. That's my apprenticeship. I did cabinet making and joinery. And I did it because I loved it. And I still do. But apart from that, having the versatility of going to work every day and doing different things, I think that's the exciting part of my everyday life. And I don't think I'll be prepared to give that up for anything.
Look at that, like a pro. So we screw that top in and that top in, and then we'll knock that nice and level. Look at that, eh? Is that pro's job or what? Right, so we're going to put a brace on that side there, a brace on this side here, and then we'll go from there. So when you want a hatch building, you get a plumber to do it, eh? Would it be much easier to do this right in the beginning, before you boarded it? But never mind, eh? We are where we are.
But I do sometimes wonder what would have happened if I just stuck to one trade and done one trade only. I would either get completely bored and forget about the trade altogether, or I'll get really, really good at it. I know for one thing is for sure, my social media would be much cleaner and much easier to manage. And the algorithm would pick it up so much easier as well. Because at the moment, neither the algorithm or my followers know what I'm going to be doing from day to day. But in a way, that's also not a bad thing, because it's much harder for people to get bored with my content. It's much harder for people to get fed up of seeing me doing plumbing every single day. You know, I've got a bit of everything for everybody. And being a multi-skilled channel, maybe, just maybe, people can learn all sorts of different things from what I do. And no matter how controversial it seems, when I do something that's not quite kosher, that's not quite right, it does get engagement. And it does get people to talk. And through dialogue, people learn things. And so do I. I make mistakes and people correct me. And I learn from those mistakes. So in actual fact, me doing a lot of different things actually helps me to learn from my mistakes as well. And learn from other people.
Oh well, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Now all we need to do is fiberglass that. And that's it, done. Just like that. Alright, not perfect, but you know what? Tomorrow, when it gets its top coat, that'll be handy dandy. We'll have to create some hinges for it and something to secure it nicely. But yeah, I think that's okay for a plumber.
Now I'm going to be very honest with you, I can't remember the last time I'd done fiberglass. I think it was back in technical school where we were creating some stuff, I can't remember what it was, out of fiberglass. And we learned about the ratios between the hardener and the fiberglass and the matting material and how to get bubbles out. But you know what, that's so long back that I forgot. So forgive me if this isn't perfect. And you know what, if you want to comment on the video and you want to give me some advice, I'll take it all day long. Because for once I'm learning as I go along. And I'm pretty sure that's quite evident. And I must say, I'm not really having a lot of fun. And I take my hat off for blokes that do this day in, day out. Because it's tough work.
Well, yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. For someone that doesn't know what they're doing, do you know what I mean?